I'm the creator of PositiveLifeAffirmations.net, a program to help you change your beliefs to change your life. Today I want to talk about your reality. And it's a topic I'm really interested in. It's something that's kind of changed my way of thinking when I really kind of got into this back when I was kind of writing a program called Mind Alchemy. And I really got into this at that time. And it's a simple statement that your reality is not the same as my reality. And what does that mean when I say your reality is not the same as mine? Because we all see things differently in the world. Like you could look at a painting just now and see something totally different from me. Which, if you think about that, just even thinking about that you see a painting totally different from me, you'll see lots of different, you'll see even different colours because of the way your eyes are kind of made, your biological makeup as well. I'll see a painting totally different from the way you see it. It might bring you joy, it might bring you full of life and hope and encouragement, but I see it as something a bit darker or something like that, or vice versa. And even thinking about that one thing kind of begs the question, well, if you can see a painting differently from me, your reality must be different from my reality. Then it begs the question, okay, well, what is reality? What is real and what is not real? I'm going to sneeze in a second. You know, you just get that sneeze, you just know it's just about at the tip of your nose. And I'm going to sneeze. No, it's away. Bugger it. So, yeah, reality is totally different because your reality is totally different from mine. So it begs the question, kind of years ago I asked the question, well, what is reality? What's it made up of? Why is my reality different from yours? So when I started doing the research, started kind of doing kind of philosophical reading and stuff like that and all about psychology, and then I started looking at, well, reality is made up of your perception of the truth. And that's when you kind of think about that, kind of bakes your noodle a wee bit. Because even that statement, I kind of wrote that quote ages ago to kind of sum up what reality was. Reality is based on your perception of the truth. And that's quite, for me, that was kind of life-changing for me. Because if my reality is made up of my perception of the truth, what makes up my perception of the truth? And your perception of the truth, i.e. your reality, your world, is made up from your beliefs, your thoughts, your actions, and obviously how you perceive the world. And how you perceive the world is made up from those three things. Your beliefs, your thoughts, and kind of actions that you do. It's something that you do every day without even thinking about it. It's an unconscious thing that you do. You have unconscious beliefs that you might not know about. You have thoughts, thought patterns that you repeat every single day. And the actions that you take are because of your thoughts and beliefs. And then you get to thinking, when you think it, kind of break it down even further, you think, well, if I could change my beliefs and I change my thoughts, then that would change the actions I take, and then that would surely change my life. And it's totally true. If you can change your thoughts and your beliefs, you change your actions and you change your life. And so that's why your reality is totally different from mine. And it brings up the question of, well, can you change your reality? And the answer is yes, without a doubt. You can change the way you perceive the world. You can change your thoughts. You can change your beliefs. And therefore you can change your life. And that was a huge thing for me. And it's what really got me onto this kind of the whole personal development journey that I've been on. And I've kind of shared with you kind of every day for the last 6-7 months. Well, I think it's been longer than that. Now on the CYTLive show, this is kind of what I've been sharing over the last kind of few, about 8 months or something just now. And it kind of brought me to other philosophical questions like about your consciousness. And these are kind of thoughts I'm just kind of thinking of just now as well. So kind of bear with me as I'm kind of mentioning them to you as well. If you think about, if I ask you the question, how many people are there conscious in the world? How many conscious people are there in the world? If I asked that question just now, what would you answer to that question? How many conscious people are there in the world just now? And I'm going to wait for a few responses to that question. How many conscious people are there in the world just now? So we're probably about 30 seconds behind just now, so I'm just kind of waiting just now. There's still people coming in, which is brilliant to see. Leanne Marie, not many, LOL. Mandy L. Frederick, conscious as in awake, not enough. That's from Gina Sendev from Angel Tribe. Not a lot, Julie Martinez as well. Only a few, Rebecca Helen Daniels. Maria Flynn, everyone is conscious in their own way. It's ever expanding. Your inner world completely affects how you experience your external world. That's from Lauren Dunbar. Totally true. Okay, there is only one conscious person in this world just now. One. It's you. You are the only conscious person in this world. Because you cannot perceive anybody else's consciousness, there is only one consciousness, and that's yours. You cannot prove that I am conscious. You cannot prove that Maria Flynn is conscious. You cannot prove that Lauren Dunbar is conscious, or Darlene Dawn, or Mandy L. Frederick, or Paul Hessian. You cannot prove anybody else is conscious. Now you might say, well, I can, they're speaking to me. That doesn't prove that they are conscious human beings. Because you cannot get inside anybody else's consciousness, so you cannot prove that. The only conscious person in the world right now is you. And that's how your reality is created. It's from your perceptions of what you see in the world. And your perceptions are made up of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions. Now that kind of baked my kind of noodle a wee bit as well when I really thought about that as well, that there's no way of proving that I am conscious. You can't prove that I am conscious right now. You say I'm live at the moment, there's probably a 30-second lag, but you cannot prove I'm here in Scotland just now without actually coming over to Scotland, sitting right beside me. You cannot prove that I'm here in Scotland talking to you from my office just now. There's no way you can prove that. So how do you know this is not a figment of your imagination? And these are kind of big questions to ask, and probably if we're being really honest, why would you ask these questions? Well, these are the type of questions I ask myself all the time, because it gets to the root of who you are as a person, both from a psychological point of view, a philosophical point of view, and just as a human being as well. And it just got me on that whole journey about we can change our reality by changing our thoughts and our beliefs. So how do we change a belief, for example? So if you believe right now that you're not an intelligent person, just say you have that belief that you're not an intelligent person, how on earth would you go about changing the belief that you are an intelligent person? I think something's went wrong with Facebook. No, we'll just keep them going. So how on earth do you change the belief that you are an intelligent person? See, if you think about how our beliefs are made up from the kind of past events that we've kind of looked at. It's made up of the way we see those past events, i.e. a perception of those past events as well. And then what it becomes a rock solid belief that we're just not an intelligent human being. If that's the way you think about yourself. But what you can do, you can change your past. And I don't mean literally, you can't change events that have happened in the past, but you can change the perceptions of the events that have happened in your past to start changing your beliefs from today onwards. And then what you can do, you can start looking for evidence that you are intelligent. Because to prove you're intelligent, you could just say, well, I passed a few exams, I passed my car driving test, that proves I'm intelligent. I can write, I read a lot, I love learning, that proves you're intelligent. You've got to look at all the past evidences that you've accrued in the past to say, okay, I'm not an intelligent person, because what your subconscious mind does is picks up loads of evidence from the past and drags out and says, all these pieces of evidence prove that you're not an intelligent person. But then you can conversely kind of turn that around and look at it, all new kind of events from your past to prove that you are an intelligent person, and it brings that into your current consciousness just now and into your future reality as well. And that's how you look at changing your beliefs. Now there's a much bigger way, a much bigger thinking around changing your beliefs, and I've wrote about that extensively kind of on the CYT blog about how to change your beliefs. and it's through your thoughts and your actions, and obviously looking at past events as well. So your beliefs are kind of formed with looking at evidence from the past. It's looking at the time you take to form those beliefs, and that's when you actually start to change your beliefs as well. So look for new evidence. Start to change your past perceptions of the events that have happened in your past as well. Start to look at it from a different perception. And when you can do that, you kind of literally change your past to bring it into your present and going on into your future as well. So you've got the choice, because this is your consciousness, this is your reality, and you can change it. So you can change the past to affect your current day, to affect the present moment, to affect your future life as well. I hope this is making sense. It's kind of not making sense in my head when it's coming out, but it kind of does at the same time. This is kind of how my brain works as well. So I hope that makes sense. Give me a few hearts if this is making sense to you just now, just so I know that you're understanding what I'm talking about. So let me see a few hearts coming across just now. Excellent. I see them flying across. Brilliant. So you are understanding kind of what I'm saying, hopefully. So that's really what I wanted to talk about today. Is just about changing your past, which kind of affects your present day, which changes your future reality as well. And to let you know that you are a unique individual that can change your reality, because all your reality consists of is your thoughts, your beliefs and actions. And because you can change your thoughts, because you can change your beliefs, you can then change your actions, which means you can change your reality, which means literally you're changing the world round about you. And when I say changing the world round about you, it's the way you perceive the world round about you. Because you might perceive the world round about you just now as a shitty, horrible, crappy, dark place. And that's because of your thoughts, your beliefs and the actions that you take in your day-to-day life. But if you can change your thoughts, your beliefs and actions, then you literally change the world round about you. You're changing your reality. You're changing your perception of the truth. And I hope that does make sense today. It was just to get you thinking in a kind of a higher consciousness way, rather than thinking on the kind of day-to-day level that we go about every day in the TikTok world, as Stuart Wilde calls it. I just wanted to get you to think about something higher and to look at your own life and see what thoughts, beliefs and actions that you can change, so you can change your reality and you can change your life. So I'm going to leave it there just now. This is going to be a really, really short one today, but I'm going to give a few links as well from the blog about kind of reality, about beliefs as well. So it's kind of, I've written it down and I've written about it extensively as well. So I'm going to give you a few links to that as well. But think about it. Let me know what you think about what I've been talking about today. Does it make sense? Just let me know in the comments just now. Does it make sense to you? I'm just going to read a few out. Paul Hessian. Steve, you've helped me immensely. I'm a much better person and much calmer. Oh, brilliant, Paul. Thank you very much for saying that. I really do appreciate that. Don Adams Bowen, it sure does make me think. It's perfect for what I need to hear today. And see, that's what I love about these kind of the CYTLive show and the YDF live show as well. People, there's so many people come on that find the kind of show by accident, however they find it, and just say, that is just what I needed to hear today. And I love that. I love when that happens as well. So thank you for that, Don Adams Bowen. Catherine Cox, you can change your perception of your past and beliefs formed from those events. Then in turn your thoughts change, which changes your present, and in turn changes your reality and your future. You truly create your own reality. Perfect. That's a perfect summation of what I was talking about. So thank you very much for that, Catherine. I'm glad you can understand it, because I thought when I first talked about this talk today, I thought, am I going to be able to explain it the way I want to explain it? But you're definitely getting it, so that's great. Iris Kenny, you are spot on and great. Oh, thank you very much, Iris. Patricia Ann Dudley, I'm not understanding. It is a kind of higher concept to kind of try and get you wrap your head around. But it's all about kind of changing your life through changing your reality. And you change your reality through your beliefs, your thoughts, and the actions that you take. Or really it's your beliefs and your thoughts to start with, which in turn changes your actions, which in turn changes your reality, which in turn changes your perception of the world round about you as well. So you're literally changing the world round about you as well. I think that's it summed up. I'll just see if there's any more comments here before we go off. Pamela Styler-Bird. Every moment we spend in higher consciousness also helps us uplift the consciousness of the whole world. Brilliant point. Brilliant point. Because, again, this is something I believe in. I'm not asking you to believe in it. Try a belief on if you want to try a new belief. But I believe our minds, every single person, the 7.5 billion people in the world just now, the energy, the minds of our energy goes together into one big cloud of consciousness, and we can tap into that cloud of consciousness, collective consciousness, if you will. And this is where we get kind of ideas from. If we kind of elevate to that higher consciousness, and we can do this through meditation, through daydreaming, even getting into the alpha state of mind. And I know this kind of is going to be a bit higher level than what I usually talk about, but it's something I'm deeply interested in. I wanted to talk to you about it today as well. So that is a really good point, that when you raise your consciousness, you're raising the consciousness of the world at the same time. And in effect, that's what we're doing with the kind of YDF program. I don't mean to talk about business, but that's what we're trying to do with the YDF program. So people learn how to teach others as well, and they can then go on to raise the consciousness of the world. And a kind of higher level, that's what I'm doing with the YDF program, and with kind of positive life affirmations as well. That's my legacy. That's what I'm hoping to leave, and hopefully you want to leave that as well in your life as well. You want to leave a legacy whereby you contributed to the higher consciousness of the world. And the way we can live our lives, an amazing, happy life, would be where we contribute to something outside of ourselves. This is from Tony Robbins the other day as well. You heard me mentioning that. To contribute beyond ourselves, that's exactly what Tony Robbins said. And that's how we become really fulfilled in life. This is how we become happy as well. And raising the consciousness of the world by raising our own consciousness contributes to raising kind of other people's happiness and consciousness as well. So I really hope that does make sense for you today and gives you something to think about as well. London Baz saying, amazing. Love you, my Pisces mind soul brother. Because I'm a Pisces as well. So kind of think about these kind of things as well. I think most people think about these things as well. I don't think I'm I'm definitely not the only one, but a lot of people think about these things as well. And if we get to these kind of higher level questions, or these higher consciousness questions, and we ask these kind of questions as well, it raises our minds up that little bit more as well. And it gives us new ideas. It takes us onto another platform in our minds. It takes us almost onto another kind of plane of consciousness, if you will, as well, when we start thinking about these things. So I wanted to pass that on to you today, just so you could think about it. Even if you don't maybe understand it just now, just think about it and see if you can wrap your kind of noodle around that and see if it makes sense to you, because it will come to you. It will just come to you as well. The comments are sticking. I'll just see a few more comments before we go. Diana Lila Fiscal is saying, no wonder I'm a Pisces too. Excellent. Susie Payne, you're awesome, Stephen. This is a process and will not happen overnight, but you will see many changes as you go down the road. Yes, you will see many changes as you go down the road. For me, it was kind of almost like an epiphany, but it kind of almost did happen overnight. I just changed my thinking overnight about kind of subjective reality, objective reality, and the philosophical kind of points I was making there as well. It kind of changed overnight, and it was a culmination of kind of reading and watching a film, would you believe, it's called The Matrix, and that kind of turned my thinking totally around and got me into this philosophical way of thinking, and just literally changed the way I thought almost overnight as well. So yeah, it does. It's not going to happen overnight unless you have that kind of epiphany and that aha moment, and then things start to change rapidly. But usually it's a kind of a longer process. As you go down the road, you'll start to see changes over time, and you go into that higher consciousness state as well. Sean Barrett, we are all one consciousness, experience itself subjectively. Love that. And so just read that again. That's from Sean Barrett from Shots of Positivity. We are all one consciousness, experiencing itself subjectively, which is a great way to look at it as well. So we're all contributing to this one kind of collective consciousness but we experience our own lives subjectively as well. And that's what I was talking about. Your reality is totally different from mine, but at the same time, we're still contributing to this mind energy of the collective consciousness as well. This is why I believe, I'm not asking you to believe it. It might be a belief you want to try on, but it works for me. I've tried lots of different beliefs on, and this really, really works for me. And hopefully, if you kind of think about it as well, it might work for you as well. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for today. Hopefully that was something to think about. It's a wee bit different from what I normally talk about, but it's something I'm deeply interested in. I wanted to share it with you today. So until tomorrow, we'll go back to normal tomorrow. Until tomorrow, have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing. And namaste. Take care. Bye now.